It's new series day. Am I gonna make this an official day I'm gonna do on my channel? Oh, should I do that? Oh, why are you asking me? What makes you think I have the answers? Anyways, I'm starting a new series. This series is gonna consist of me talking about my favorite artists of all time. And I'm gonna rate each one of them without any bias, of course. Bias isn't really gonna be a problem for me. I'm just gonna use my own ears to rate each of these artists. To start, I have to spin the wheel for an artist I like, but I also want to introduce these artists. First of all, Juice WRLD is my favorite artist of all time. Second is Polo G, third is X, or XXXTentacion, fourth is DC The Don, fifth is Dro Kenji, sixth is Lil TJ, seventh is Aaron May, and eighth is J. Cole. That's the list. I think it's pretty solid, not exactly niche, but I prefer this taste in music. I know this is like the classic depressed middle school boy type of music, but I always like melodic rap and chill rap especially. And these are just the artists that I prefer when it comes to some of that. Anyways, let's spin the wheel. Looks like we're starting with Aaron May. Now let's get to the video. To start, Aaron May is an American rapper, singer, and songwriter from Houston, Texas. He's known for blending introspective lyrics with smooth, laid-back production, often touching on themes like growing up, faith, relationships, and self-reflection. Aaron first gained wider attention in his teens with songs like Let Go, which showcased his ability to balance emotional honesty with a melodic, modern hip-hop sound. His music sits in a space between rap and alternative R&B, appealing to listeners who like thoughtful storytelling rather than high-energy trap music. Projects like Chase helped establish him as a promising young artist with a mature perspective. He's often recognized for his calm delivery, relatable writing, and independent approach to his music. There are also a lot of fan theories that are made about Aaron May that are around the internet right now about his music. First, a big theory is that his songs are almost autobiographical. Listeners think a lot of his lyrics are pulled straight from real-life moments, growing up in Houston, dealing with relationships, and figuring himself out at a young age. Feels less like storytelling and more like reading pages from a journal. Another popular idea is that there's a quiet spiritual layer in his music. Fans point to themes of purpose, searching, and identity, and debate whether he's hinting at faith, inner healing, or just using spirituality as a metaphor for his growth. Then there's relationship theories. Some fans try to connect certain songs to the same person, believing he's talking about one ongoing relationship across multiple tracks, even though he's never actually confirmed any of it. People also love hunting for hidden meaning in his lyrics, like recurring words, references to Houston, or repeating emotions that make fans think there are intentional patterns, almost like Easter eggs for listeners who pay close attention. Finally, a lot of his fans believe his evolving sound mirrors his personal growth. Earlier music feels more raw and youthful, while later tracks sound more calm and reflective, which people see as him maturing in real time. None of these rumors are actually confirmed, they are just noticed throughout his music that has been released in the last couple of years. Now that's over, let's get to why I like his music. One of the main reasons I like Aaron May's music is the atmosphere he creates. A lot of his songs use background vocals and samples in really creative ways, like in Let Go. Those layered vocals don't just sit in the background, they carry some of the emotion, and they make the song feel bigger without being loud. It's also the sample itself that shows the creativity he made those by himself. He made those all by himself, no one else. Through mixing and vocals, that just shows the atmosphere that's being created while listening to the song. His sound is also really chill and controlled. Nothing is overly hype or trying to grab your attention, but it moves. There's a smooth flow to his verses that keep the song engaging even at a slow pace. And honestly, his voice is just the final touch. It's the cherry on top. It's calm, steady, and fits the production perfectly. It's not flashy, but it makes everything feel complete. That balance between creativity, calm energy, and clean delivery is what keeps me coming back to his music. In the context of modern hip-hop, Aaron stands out because he goes against the genre's dominant trend. A lot of today's mainstream sounds very high energy, volume, and instant impact. loud beats, aggressive delivery, and songs built for low attention spans. Aaron's approach is almost the opposite. His music is low-tempo, spacious, and patient. Instead of chasing virality or hype moments, the focus is on mood and consistency. That restraint makes his songs feel more replayable and not just consumable. This also reflects a broader shift in modern hip-hop toward introspective, atmosphere-driven artists, where emotion and tone matter as much as technical skill. Aaron fits into that lane, but he differentiates himself through subtle production choices and a voice that blends rather than dominates. In a genre that often rewards extremes, his music proves that quiet can be compelling, and that you don't need explosive hooks to make a lasting impression. Before I wrap this up, I want to leave you with a short clip from my favorite Aaron May song called Woke Up Thinking Bout. Not to hype it up, but to let the sound speak for itself.
Yeah, woke up thinking about some painy days, rainy days, long nights, long flights. I can't hold no hate, but it get hard to show 'em love. Sometimes I can't help but wake up thinking about them painful days, rainy days, long nights, long flights.
Even in just a few seconds, you could hear the atmosphere, the restraint, and the emotion that makes his music work. That's really why I appreciate Aaron May as an artist. His music doesn't demand your attention, it earns it. The production is calm, the flow is smooth, and his voice ties everything together in such a genuine way. Its music sits with you, bro. In a modern hip-hop space that often prioritizes impact over intention, his sound feels refreshing. And whether you agree or not, I think artists like him are important to a genre's future. Lastly, I'm going to give him a rating that covers production, vocals, lyrics, flow, and originality. For production, I want to give him a 9. For vocals, I'll give him an 8.5. For lyrics, I'll give him an 8. For flow, I'll give it an 8.8. And for originality, I'll give him an 8.5, which overall leads to an 8.56 rating. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, I'd recommend giving his music a full listen, not just a moment.